Hi, this is Laura Rebecca, and today's tutorial is on how to write an awesome research paper. Step 1. Put your topic in question form. Instead of writing a paper on the mafia, ask the question, how has organized crime evolved in the United States in the 20th century? This, believe it or not, will help narrow your search. Step 2. Search for good sources using online databases, not Google. Google is great for about 1 million other things, but not as a database for academic research. If you Google your research question, you're about as likely to find Shannon's 8th grade PowerPoint on The Godfather as you are a curated source by an academic scholar. Ask your librarian to recommend good databases to you. Step 3. Make a bibliography. This will save you time and frustration later on. Whether you call it a works cited page, a references page, or a bibliography, this document is the best and most accurate way to account for your sources. There are lots of ways to digitally create a bibliography, and if your librarian can't recommend one, EasyBib and SiteLighter are excellent free options. Step 4. Take notes. Unless you're a rare sort of genius, don't just read your source material and then try to write the paper off the top of your head, because if you do, your paper will sound like you wrote it off the top of your head and your grade will reflect that accordingly. Also, don't just copy and paste text, because we know what that's called: plagiarism. Besides being just plain unethical, taking someone's ideas and passing them off as your own will result in any combination of the following: a failing grade on the paper, failing grade in the course, awkward meetings with administrators and sometimes your parents, and expulsion from school. Let's try to avoid that by reading your sources and then asking yourself, does this information have anything to do with my research question? Does it answer the question? Does it not answer the question? Does it have anything to do with the question? If so, take notes in your own words and be sure to indicate where you found such pearls of wisdom so you can cite it when you write your paper. Step 5. Make an outline. Yeah, I know this takes a whole other time-consuming step, but remember what I said before about winging it? You wouldn't want to try to build a house without a blueprint, would you? I hope not. An outline helps you organize your notes into a coherent body of research that will make it easy for your reader to understand. And don't we all just want to be understood? Here's a template for your outline. Intro. What did I want to find out? AKA your question. Why is it important to find out? In your first body paragraph, you could tell us what some background is that people need to know about this topic. In your other body paragraphs, 2, 3, 4, and so on, tell us, what did you find out? In your conclusion, tell us, did you find the answer? What do you think about what you found out? Just follow these steps and you should be able to find a way to create a coherent outline. Step 6. Yay, now you're ready to write the draft. Well, just take your outline, plug in your notes, cite your sources as you write, and before you know it, you'll have a draft. Here are some tips. Start with an attention grabber, a quote, an anecdote, a statistic, something that will grab the reader's attention and make them want to read on. Also, be sure to use transitions between paragraphs. However, furthermore, as a result of, in addition to, these are all pretty common transitions and signal phrases. Avoid starting a sentence with "so" or a direct quote. Use 12-point font, double-space the body, and stick to fonts like Courier, Arial, or Times New Roman. Save the fancy fonts for holiday greetings and party invitations. Step 7. Your final checklist. Once you have completed the draft, check for spelling, punctuation, grammatical errors. Those can make it hard for the reader to understand what you're saying. And check to make sure that you've avoided using the first person, I, me, or the second person, you, and make every effort to use a formal, objective, and academic tone throughout your paper. Double-check your style guide and make sure you've followed the rules for whatever style your instructor told you to write in. Never hand in a paper without proofreading it. In fact, try to get as many people as you can to read it over for you. Your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your soccer coach, your sister, your grandmother, the cable TV installation service professional. Okay, maybe we're getting out of hand, but the more feedback you get before you turn it in, the more likely you are to get a better grade. That's why we don't leave things until the last minute, right? We hope this mini tutorial on how to write a research paper has been helpful. If you'd like more information, be sure to pick up your e-guide to Research Paper Writing by me, Laura Rebecca, available where fine ebooks can be downloaded. Good luck and happy researching!